Hi guys, I'm giving you another message here, and part message, part vision that God has given me. And unfortunately, my phone, when I record, it doesn't allow me to do the flip, so I have to just put it onto my computer like this. My screen on my phone, the picture thing isn't that clear, and I apologize for that. Okay, so it's kind of like a two-part message. I got the first part, which was March 15th, 2023. Sometime in the night, I got a couple of visions. And what I saw was a crown like the one you're looking at right now. It was a crown of royalty. And I saw this crown coming down, just descending. And then I saw a person putting it onto the head of another person. But I couldn't tell who the person was, but they were being crowned, and the crown was being placed on their head. Then, I'm going to switch the picture here. Then I saw a chair like this, and it was a throne, but it was like a royalty type of throne, not the throne of God, but I could tell that it was a throne from like a palace, this type of throne. And that was it for that vision that night. And, sometimes we get visions, they don't make sense till later. They come in pieces, in parts. So then on March 25th, at 12:45 p.m. in the afternoon, I started to hear the Lord speaking. And these two messages they go together. It made sense after. So the Lord says, a great falling away. And then he said, two-faced. And when he said two-faced, I saw two faces. One was facing at me and the other one was facing sideways. I couldn't make out who the faces were, but this is what I saw. I saw the person wearing one of these white wigs from what they wear in Supreme Courts. So there's a person facing me and then the same person facing sideways. And it said two-faced. That's what the Lord says. And I saw one of these white wigs with the curls on it. And it's either like maybe what the royalty wears or what they would wear in a Supreme Court. And God says, dangerous judgment is coming for these people. Sitting high and mighty on their thrones, my judgment is upon them. Oh, the cost of royalty. Is it worth it, I ask? ? You have depleted and emptied out your soul to the wicked ruler. You will have much regret and pain and suffering for all your decisions you're making now. You do not own your own life. You are not your own man. Then I saw the face, the head of a demon, and I was going to post a picture I was going to try to look for something that I saw, and when I went online to try and find a picture, it was just so gruesome and scary. I didn't want to look through them, but it was, what I had seen was a long head, a really big head of a demon, and the face was really long, and then it had a really long mouth, kind of projecting out, so it was like a straight head coming down and then this mouth that was coming out, and it was a really long mouth, and it was very nasty and terrible looking. It was an elongated head and elongated mouth. Then I saw bars. I saw bars, and not like a regular cell or prison. It was a cave. So what I saw was a cave, and it had bars in the open area in the front of the cave. Like a prison, something like this, but I couldn't find an exact picture, but it was more like a cave, and it just had these bars on it. And so it was a prison, but it wasn't like any regular kind of prison that we would see. It was like actually like in some deserted caves or something with bars on it. And then I kept seeing royalty and Supreme Court type of people, like in the old days, wearing their white wigs with the curls in the wigs and robes like in the old days. So I kind of tried to get some pictures. So the two kind of robes that I had seen, they had shiny gold trimming on them, and they were in very vibrant colors. I actually remember a maroon color rather than a red. It was a very rich maroon color. But in my notes, I wrote down, because you write it down right away, and sometimes you forget, like when the vision leaves you. I wrote down that I had seen very bright colors and maroon and white. I know this is white and red, but I had seen maroon and white. And then it was kind of like this as well. You know, these are all black. These are Supreme Court judges. But what I had seen was this thick gold trimming rather than the one with the Pope there. He's got a real pinstriping of gold trimming. So I had seen bright colored robes, more like this one, but with these kind of thicker stripes on them. And I saw these people. I'm not going to say these particular, I didn't see faces, okay? So even though these are the Supreme Court judges, I'm not saying it was them that I saw, but, you know, similar type of robes. I had seen these people behind the bars in those caves. They were wearing the robes with the gold striping on them, with those white wigs with the curls in them. And the Lord says, nowhere to be found. And he downloaded me with this, that they will be cast out. I felt that they were casted out onto a deserted island, no visitors, no one coming to visit them, and no one will be there to save them. And they will be in these caves with these bars on some deserted island. No one is coming to rescue them, and no one is coming to look for them. There's going to be no visitors, and they will be cast out onto these deserted islands for all the crimes that they are doing right now. And that is the message that I got, guys. And I'm not pointing out any one particular person. I'm not pointing out the Pope. I'm not pointing out these Supreme Court judges. But what I did see was royalty. I saw the crown. I saw the throne, like someone in royalty would be sitting on it. I saw the white wigs, a person wearing those white wigs. Either, you know, they wear those in royalty, I don't know, or Supreme Court. But you get the gist of it, like, you know, this type of thing that I had seen. And those kind of colorful robes, long robes with the gold trimming around them. And that is what God is saying, that he said, my judgment is upon them. Oh, the cost of royalty. Is it worth it? I asked, ? And he's going to make sure that they are judged, and the punishment does not look well for these people. And that is the message that I got in the 2-part there, and I hung on to it because sometimes it doesn't make sense. But then when I got the rest of the message, I understood where it was all coming from. So I'm going to leave you with that. Pray upon it. Ask the Lord to give you more revelation about it if you wish. And I just want you to know that the Lord is working behind the scenes, guys. And there is a lot of corruption going on in our world, but the Lord is seeking out these people, and he does have the punishment planned for them, and they will be judged. And Lord, have mercy on their souls. Bye for now.